Hello, my loved ones, and welcome back to the Soulmate Journey Empath. Got a little different setup here. I'm feeling comfortable sitting on my couch, so I thought I'd switch it up for us just a little bit. But I really wanted to go ahead and jump right into our weekly messages because we have a very, very powerful week starting today, which is May 4th, and this is going to be continuing into the next week, Monday, May 11th. Now, as many of you know, we just had the new moon in Taurus. Many of you started manifestations during that new moon cycle. This week, we have the full moon in the transformative sign of Scorpio. We also have the 5/5 portal, which begins tomorrow. And that full moon comes in the 6th and 7th. So not only do we have this huge transformative scorpionic energy with that full moon coming in, but 5/5, let's think about the numerology of the number 5. We think of challenges and obstacles when we think of the number 5. We think of, being halfway through the cycle and then reaching an impasse. And you have to navigate this impasse to gain momentum and see the cycle through to the end. And so this is also an opportunity. And a lot of us think of challenges and obstacles as being just such, whereas when we're looking at these from a more spiritual, a more enlightened, a more holistic perspective, we see that these challenges, that these impasses, these things associated with the number 5 are where we experience the most personal growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth, psychological growth. Okay. So for that reason, I am going to be using this week the sacred geometry activations. I love to use this deck when we have any portal energies. In terms of what a portal is, this is assistive energy that we have from celestial bodies and the numerology. And so this is a supportive and assistive energy that can help you kind of fast track through things. All right. And so if you're wondering, like, what is the significance of this portal? Is a door going to open and I walk through it? Well, whether or not you walk through it is your choice. But yes, a divine door will be opening for you in some aspect of your life. And most specifically, each and every one of us can cast our natal birth chart. There are a ton of websites that do it for free. I prefer AstroDienst, but as long as you have your exact birth hour, that's the significant thing. Now, if you don't have any planetary conjunctions with Scorpio, the next thing to look at is your Chiron. And if you don't have Scorpio, if your Chiron or all of your personal planets, you don't have Scorpio placements, then it's significant to look at the houses in your birth chart. And this will give you some indication of which aspect of your life the scorpionic energy is calling to your attention. All right. So, I miss Scorpio moon. I want to get right in there with these moonology oracle cards because this is very big energy that is going to be impacting all of us this week. All right. So for many of you over the weekend started to feel these pulls. And so I would suggest that you look at, your natal chart with the transit for May 6th to 7th, okay? And you will be able to see. I had my niece get a hold of me and go, "Oh my gosh, what's going on with this energy? I'm digging things up that haven't bothered me for quite some time." And so we took a look, and sure as shit, this Cancer or a Scorpio full moon is transiting that person's natal Pluto. So, this is kind of how these things work. So because scorpionic energy is so intense, it has such depth and is so transformative. I just invite you each to check out your own natal birth chart and determine if there's not a personal planet or a generational planet involved, if Chiron is not involved, which aspect of your life in terms of those 12 houses are you going to be feeling this energy pull in? All right. So to start things off, I love this. At the bottom of the Moonology Oracle, we have full moon in Aries energy, a fiery climax approaches. Again, here we have this assistive opportunity of a portal opening up to help us along our way. There may be some things that are being resurrected, as I said, with that Scorpio Pluto transit that my niece was experiencing. I have a Scorpio moon. Get moody and broody every time we have a Scorpio full moon. So that's always fun. So for each of you, it's going to be different though. And I would recommend that you check out what house that is in. For me, I have a Scorpio stellium in the 5th house. So we'll see how this goes. And let's just give it up to bring through any messages. And we have three messages for the week. Oh, 4, excuse me. Using the Moonology Oracle. So, I love this. First out, we have full moon in Capricorn energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches. If Scorpionic energy is good for anything, it is about utter destruction and rising from the ashes. All right. So whatever has been an incredibly difficult lesson. And I love that this is Capricorn energy because we have had so much Capricorn influence with transit astrology going even back to 2019. And as we know, Capricorn represents mastery. All right. So for many of us, especially those of you on the ascension path, the awakening process and the dark night of the soul, the purging, the lower vibrational feelings, thoughts, patterns. Okay. A lot of people have been going through that since 2019. And, you know, all of us have our own different timeline on ascension, but a lot of people woke up in 2019. So that dark night of the soul energy that a lot of people have been going through, mastery coming in of those very difficult cycles. And that's just an acknowledgement that whatever is coming through because of this Scorpio full moon is meant to come through and help you continue mastering all of these lessons for your soul evolution and for your highest good. This is crazy. Next, we have the energy of full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. There's just nothing else to say there. A win-win outcome is forecast. Now, this is really interesting because for those of you that are having activity in your 5th and 7th houses, okay, especially there, we have new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. A new romantic cycle begins. But I'm getting very strongly that that is if Scorpio is your 5th or 7th house. And overall, we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Cardinal moon. So be bold and make the first move there. There is some kind of movement. There's some kind of decision there, especially with all this other Libran energy. Whoops. Libran energy here. This is going to involve decision making, the Scorpio full moon. And it's going to be highlighting the decisions that we've been making. All right. Now, what I absolutely love is on the bottom of the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. We have Merkaba. And I want you to notice that Merkaba is number 32, which numerologically carries the vibration of a 5. And what did we talk about? Okay, transforming cycles when we get to the energy of the 5. Your Merkaba is something that may be coming onto your radar. Perhaps if you've already activated your Merkaba consciously, you're going to be programming it in a different direction. Okay. But Merkaba is all about being fully integrated with your own divine masculine and divine feminine energies. This is integrating and managing. Okay. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Okay, this is very powerful energy. I, as an Akashic librarian, use my Merkaba and Archangel Metatron to access the Akashic records. And all of us have the capability to do this. It just matters where we're at on our spiritual journey. But everyone has this potential. It just remains something that needs to be unlocked. So many of you here becoming conscious of what Merkaba is, of Merkaba, your light spirit body, and how you can use it to connect with the Akashic force, to get information about yourself, your own history, your karmic patterns, as well as collective information. So this is very, very, very powerful energy. You may be drawn to, you may see the word Merkaba, you may see the little tetrahedron stars. It just may be on your radar this week. But there's a reason why. There's this invitation, especially with Scorpionic energy, that you are literally rising up, vibrationally rising up from the ashes. And in order to really work with your Merkaba, work with your light spirit body, we have to be in a fifth density, in a soul vibration of above 5.0. For a lot of you, this is happening. So I love to see that, because I think Merkaba is a beautiful activation. It's very effective for me in managing my energy with the gifts that I share with you here on the channel. So absolutely beautiful. A lot of people activating Merkaba. Let's see what our other... Oh, wow. This is powerful. So what did I say? Integration. I said integrating that divine masculine, divine feminine. And here we have integration number 30, the vibration of the number 3, which is collaboration, alignment, and co-creation. Your team of spirit guides, of star family, of soulmates, okay? Your team, who you pray to, who you meditate with, is represented by this number 3 here, because you are actively working with your higher self and your divine team. And integration here. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So a lot of integration coming through with this portal. And I love this. At the very bottom, we have transition. This has the vibration of the number 7 because it's 43. 7s are about perseverance. Okay, but I love this. This is a transition happening. And when I see this shape, I also can't help but think of Kundalini awakening as well. So that may be happening for some of you. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives. that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Transition, beautiful. So we have for this week the activations of transition, integration, and Merkaba. Let's see what divine doorways may be opening up for this portal this week. And I have one that flew out here. And we have, wow, patience. That is our doorway. That is our doorway. Patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Absolutely beautiful messages for this week. So regardless of where Scorpio falls in your chart, we have this scorpionic energy that we're all transiting through this week. Do pay attention to what planetary conjunctions or oppositions in particular, excuse me, that you may have to Scorpio. If you have any squares to Scorpio, that would be the signs of Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. If those factor heavily into your chart, you're definitely going to feel a little bit of resistance here during this next week. But with this full moon climax happening, the 5th and 6th, that portal energy is going to extend through the week. So take this opportunity to see what is coming back to you, what is coming up from the surface, and evaluate for your highest good. What is it about this situation that still bothers me? Or what is it about this situation that needs to go? And this is a very beautiful, supportive opportunity. For those of you that are coming into 5D, this is a very, very powerful portal for you. For those of you that are in 5D but have yet to work with your light spirit body, this is an invitation that the time for investigating, for learning about this, and for getting in touch with the ability to astral project is something that maybe you should look at for this week. All right. So as always, my beautiful loved ones, I am sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.